Hey there, Valley Vibers, another Ottawa Valley Vibes video where I like to keep them short because I don't like to waste your time any more than I like to waste my time. This is another garden nutrients video. Today specifically I wanted to talk about phosphorus. How does it help the garden and how can you get it in your garden? So phosphorus is a pretty vital compound for energy transfer and synthesis, such as photosynthesis and DNA synthesis and moving energy around. It's also quite vital for root development. So thusly, helps bring more nutrients and not so much more for the root growth, of course. You know what I mean? And because of such, it's also very good for the stress tolerance of the plant. Um, it's there's something else I was gonna add to that. I forget, but I'll probably remember by the end of this video. How can you get it into your garden? You know, much like nitrogen, you can use things like compost or manure. Which if there's manure in your compost, then probably just the compost. Fish emulsion, coffee grounds, and again, you might want to think of how it affects the acidity of your soil. But unlike nitrogen, phosphorus, you can also get a little more available as well from bone meal. I'm told Epsom salt. I've done a bit of research on that aspect because I've heard it could, but I've never personally used Epsom salt myself. Can't really talk on that. Um, Rock phosphate as well. I mean, you can add some raw rock phosphate. That's supposedly supposed to help, but this is something else. Again, I've never used personally myself, so I can't speak on that. And if you're really wanting to go the fertilizer route, you're going to the store to buy some fertilizer. Then you're gonna want one. If you're looking for phosphorus, you're gonna want a higher middle number. Now, granted, this is it'll help more with vegetative growth, which in the beginning, in the maturity of the plant, in the seedling forms, in the seed form, this is especially when it's going to be most useful. And if it's, I suppose, leafy greens you're growing, then you want the vegetative growth, and that's great, right? I'm not saying over fertilize, but I mean, in that aspect, it's a little more important opposed to if you're saying doing strawberries or you're doing anything of, vegetables that are growing out of fruits, whatever. You're obviously, once you start getting a developed plant, you're not going to need as much of the phosphorus. So that's when you're going to want to start thinking of different ways of fertilizing, right? So I hope you're having a great day. I'll make this one a short one like I always do, and take care. Thanks for following along, guys. Have a good one.